Hello guys, how are you doing? This is your boy Brian coming back to you with this brand new video. So it's a pleasure to be able to make this video for you guys and talk about the things that we care about. Movies, MMA, football. These are the things that we talk about. I know it's been a while since my last video. I've been thinking about making something new in the channel, bringing a new show or something that will interest people and bring in more interaction. So I'm working on it, still working on it. In the meantime, stick with me. And on today's video, we'll be talking about UFC 292 main event. Aljamain was defending his belt against Sugar Sean O'Malley for the bantamweight championship. So what happened in the fight? We saw it in the first round. Both fighters came in trying to be very smart, studying their opponents. We saw Sean O'Malley use his footwork, trying to avoid the takedown from the champion Aljamain, and Aljamain also using his movement, trying to corner Sean O'Malley in a way, trying to find a way to get in and get the takedown. He wanted to do it in a very smart way that would not expose him, because we know Sean O'Malley is a very, very, very dangerous striker. He has the power with his right hand, he has the movement, and when he catches his opponents, most of the time he catches them clean. So Aljamain had that in mind and tried to be as smart as possible, using his leg, the kicks to the leg. Every time, Sean O'Malley would change his stance to the orthodox, he would kick him with a low kick, a leg kick, and that was very, very interesting. A very good start for Aljamain. Also a very good start for Sean O'Malley, because beside that he was able to really use his movements. He was really able to use his footwork to avoid being taken down, and that was a very it was a chess game in the beginning. Sean O'Malley using the footwork, avoiding to be cornered and being taken down. Aljamain using his movement, trying to corner Sean O'Malley and using his leg kicks to try to damage leg kicks, like the legs of O'Malley, in a way that it would allow him to be to have a more a less mobile O'Malley to take him down. So that was a very smart fight from each opponent. Each fighters, both fighters, they really did a good job. By the end of the first round, Sterling was able to press a little bit more and get that the decision from the judges. I believe all three judges gave the first round to Aljamain. It was very close. I think what allowed him to get it in the end was the pressure from his side and being able to press O'Malley against the cage and take him down for a bit in the end of that first round. So the second round starts. We believe that both fighters are going to do just the same thing, still studying one another in order to get a good read and start applying the game more. But we see a less patient Sterling. I don't know why. Tries to press more, and in doing that he overextends himself, and he gets caught clean by Sugar Sean O'Malley, which is something that you would expect from him. And he catches him clean with the right hand. Down goes Sterling, and then more punches ensue, and Sugar Sean O'Malley is the new bantamweight champion in the UFC. So this really feels like destiny. I believe Israel Adesanya said that for some fighters it just feels like they were meant to be champions, or they're meant to do greatness. And the same thing, Alexander Volkanovski said the same thing in before the fight. I believe when you look at Sean O'Malley, the love he gets from the fan, from people watching the UFC, and the way he broke out from the Contender Series. He was meant in some ways to become champion. He's the champion now, and let's see how he's going to to reign in the division and how long he's going to hold on to that belt. As for Sterling, you did great in the bantamweight. You have wins against some of the great fighters in the bantamweight history, and maybe someday you'll get back on top. So that's what I wanted to talk about. You guys let me know what you thought about the fights, what you think is next for each one of the two fighters, and let's talk about it in the comment below. I'll see you in the next video. See you. Thank you.